Hey, YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Daily Dose, your daily dose of Isaac, baby. Saturday, the 28th of November, Daily Challenge Edition. I want to hop right into today's run. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling ready to go. But before I do so, I'm eager to check the leaderboards out today. I got a message from our very own Maria last night asking if I'd seen them. I tend to, so I get tempted sometimes. I'll have a little bit of a glance before the day's over. But recently I've been kind of, I try and kind of like keep it for the episode the next day so I can get my live reaction so we can celebrate together when I get the inevitable victory. Me and my fans have been here behind my back supporting me the whole way. And I specifically said I'd check it in the video, so I was originally gonna just not check today. I thought that'd be pretty funny, but I'm gonna check it because I'm curious to see what have we got. So that's Cross. I don't know what that means. Isaac, and that's Blue Baby. So it doesn't matter anyway because we're not gonna get that far. What have we got, Maria? Ooh, 40,000. Jeez. So I didn't do very well yesterday. Oh god, that might be my lowest score. I've probably had a 5k yet. I've said this week, I wrote this week off a long time ago. And if you saw yesterday's episode, 4963, 4916. Oof, we're still close. No, 277. Her average is gonna smash me. If you saw yesterday's episode, I don't think I've ever been more mad on camera. Like, I don't really rage much, especially on camera, because I don't really want to, I don't want to show a side on camera. I don't think it's worth it. I remember I raged in the Siege video, like, 3 years ago. Josh might remember this if he's watching, actually, because he was there. I don't like to rage on camera. Yesterday, I was pissed. I was pissed for, like, an hour after yesterday's run. Yesterday was very rough. I was not in... It was a rough one. Congratulations, Maria. That's that's actually, like, insanely good. Unfortunately, we're as of yet unable to topple the throne, to roll that crown through the courtyard stained in orange and red. The throne remains warm by the butt that inhabits it, i.e. King Jersh. Unfortunately, you know what? It's nice to see him. It's nice to see him on top together. That's cute. Don't on top of the leaderboard exclusively is what I was referring to there. But I don't know if I needed to clarify there. Maybe I didn't. I just thought sometimes it's better to be safe. Sometimes it's better to be safe. We'll take a little bomb sack. Yeah, how's everyone doing? So I went on Twitter today. Not really been going on it much recently. That was a mistake. Yeah, I didn't even want to go on Twitter itself. Like, I didn't go on my feed. I was just like, hey, what's trending today? And sometimes I'll go on the weekends because my feed is mostly football content, so I'll get the trends of like the players, and I'll get to see if I'm not watching the game, and I can see what people are saying about various players and stuff. And I go on, and then I see hashtag London protest, and I'm like, woohoo! Another one of those. Another day, another protest. We have a lot of protests in here. And apparently this one is one of the biggest, if not the biggest protest we've had all year. Protesting lockdown. Now, I've got to be honest, I don't understand the lockdown protests anyway. And I don't want to go into that too much because I feel like people aren't coming here to hear that. And people are sick of hearing it all. I think it's stupid anyway, right? I think we're all on the same page here. At least all the people who I know would potentially be watching this. Maybe there's someone new who isn't on the same page. But my thing about these ones in particular. So it's Saturday, right? So, and the protesting lockdown. Lockdown ends on Tuesday night. Like, I've got to wonder. What's the point, dude? Are you spending your Saturday doing this protest, yeah? You have Sunday, you have Monday, you have Tuesday, and then it's done. And let me get this straight, for one. Whether this protest happens today or not, it's changing nothing. It's changing absolutely now. The government isn't, like, got to sit here and go, hey, I know we have like the top medical professionals and researchers in the country, you know, guiding us, doing research, trying to figure out the best way to handle this pandemic. But you know what? The people in the street with the signs that say, we want our freedom back and realize and shit like that. They've got a good point, you know. I hadn't considered that. I had not considered the point of the people with the signs. Maybe we should just like scrap it and listen to them instead. Obviously that isn't happening. So regardless of the context, how many people are there, whether these protests do or don't happen, they're not going to change anything. I just want people to know that. But my main point is the lockdown ends in 3 days. Like, what? Even if they did think that, even if they did see these protests and decide to change something, like, what? Boris is going to go out in his address on Monday, his address to the nation, and be like, "Hey guys, you know what? We had it wrong. Turns out it's not so bad. You were right. We I know there's a lot of evidence and stuff, but like we thought about what you guys said, and actually you're right. You guys win. So we're officially announcing today we're cancelling lockdown. We're ending it early," and everyone's like, "Hell yeah, dude! 1 day, 24 hours. This is what you're going out there and fighting for. You want? I'm okay. Oh, I was a fucking hell. I was about to rip my keyboard in half. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over! Fucking hell, man. Ooh. A little bit of spice, a little bit of heat on that one. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, we gotta be a little bit careful here. Let me just dial through this room. Now that you're mine, we'll find a way. We're chasing the sun. Let me be the one who shines with you in the morning. I'll come back for this when I got my own room. We don't know what to do. Two of a kind. Uh-oh. We'll find a way to slide away. I just need a little bit of dial. I feel like my brain's gone like. There's like a scale. There's like a balance between how much is like full game focus and full brain focus. And I feel like sometimes I go too far into trying to talk, and then I just let myself die. Because my priority is obviously, you know, it's a competition, right? So I want to do well in the dailies. Honestly, I don't even want to fucking risk it. You shoot these poops. Because if that blows up in my face, it kills me. I'm dead right now, right? So I'm just not even going to risk it. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't die in that earlier room, because I would have been tilted again. Truly, yeah, I probably would have been tilted again. So I'm glad I didn't die on that room, especially after yesterday. Yesterday, oh baby, and you guys. I can never remember what that bomb does. I can never remember what that bomb does. Okay, nothing. That's cool, dude. That's really cool. I just wanted spirit heart, spirit heart, to be honest with you. But that's, you know, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah, yesterday. Oh, dude, yesterday it was. I'm gonna end up raging again. The sad thing is, I keep getting like these long potential runs. I just want to have a long episode. I just want to like talk. I had a topic for today, by the way, that I was excited to talk about. I'm not gonna be able to get to it. I'm gonna go get that bomb and just see what it does. Yeah, yesterday, like, I don't know what happened. It lit up inside of me. My stutter came out more than I think it ever has on camera before, and it comes out on camera sometimes. Don't get me wrong. For anyone who doesn't know, I have a minor stutter. Very minor, to the point where it was never like something that was worth like It was never like a medical thing that was worth. I mean, we asked about it, but it was never worth like pursuing because it didn't really affect my life too much. And then as I've sort of grown up, I've grown out of it a fair bit, but it still very much comes out. This tinted rock could save my life right now. I just want you to know that. Tinted rock, you know what you have to do. I wanna talk tonight until the morning light. Tinted rock, I love you. About how you saved my life. And I've grown out of it a little bit, but it mostly just comes out when I'm mad, or when I am confused, or when I am stressed. Probably the 3 times it comes out the most. Yeah, I guess I was basically the peak combination of all 3 of those things when I died in the run yesterday. Because, like, I kind of just... I'd never heard it. I've heard it in videos here or there to the point where I notice it because I know it's a thing. I don't know if I've ever even really talked about it on camera, you know. And I've noticed it in videos before, but not to the point where I think it's noticeable to other people particularly. But that one yesterday, when that death happened, from the death onwards for about 30 solid seconds, like 2 words came out, and then just a jumbled mess. And I sat there and was like, okay, this might be the time when it's actually noticeable for the first time. So that's how I could tell, at least from my perspective, as someone who knows me, as someone who knows myself, that's how I could tell I was peak tilted / just like confused, because I've never heard my stutter come through so clearly on camera before. This thing's gonna eat my ass. This thing's also gonna eat my ass. Neither of them ass uneaten. You love to see it. You love to see it. Or maybe you hate to see it. I don't know. I don't know what your preferences are. Let me know. Don't let me know, please. Please do not let me know. So we're just gonna dial here. I'm just gonna dial here for the duration of this boss fight. I believe we need a little bit of dialage. Okay, okay. Just for the duration of this boss fight. Just need a little bit of dialing. Just for the duration of this boss fight, I just need a little bit of dial. Just for the duration? Okay. I'm not really going to be able to do anything with this devil deal, I doubt, unless we get like a Pact or an Abaddon. Which I would fucking adore right now, honestly. Okay, let's see. You hate to see it. You really do hate to see it. You really do hate to see it. I'm gonna save my topic for tomorrow because actually I probably won't be able to record tomorrow. Honestly, I probably won't be able to record tomorrow. Oh, maybe I will. I said this yesterday actually. My Saturdays and Sundays are both individually 50-50. So I may be able to record tomorrow, but if I do, usually those little Sunday sneaky sessions are a little bit shorter. Like at least if I can record on a Saturday, it's because I do actually have like the day to do it. I either have the day to do it, or I don't have any time to do it. Or a Sunday, it's like I definitely don't have the day to do it. It's whether or not I get a little bit of a sneaky little patch to fit one in. So maybe I'll save it for Monday's video, I guess, because it was going to be quite a long one and also quite I guess quite a serious one. I was going to get a little bit real. With you guys. What I will talk about instead is I was thinking last night about. Hang on, let me just see if I make it out of this room first. Actually, you know what? Let's not see. Oh, okay. I'll take this. A little bit of damage, and it's a decent damage of this one as well. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. This is worrying me now though, because if anyone else on today's run got to this point, and barring like anyone else having any early deaths, finally a decent item means that people are probably going to trash me. It doesn't matter, dude. This is the last day of the week, right? Saturday? Yeah, they reset tomorrow. So tomorrow's fresh. I'm not worried about score today. We go fresh tomorrow. I've got hair in my nose. Okay. So if I could kill some of these guys before they come over, that'd be nice. Although, shit, actually, now that I think of it, I probably won't be able to record tomorrow because Yeah, never mind. I totally will not be able to record tomorrow, actually, because even the time when I would be able to record is Spurs are playing, right, like at that time, and we play Chelsea, so it's massive. Top of the table clash with Chelsea, so yeah, absolutely massive game tomorrow. So yeah, never mind. I definitely will not be able to play tomorrow. Actually, now that I think of it, because even if even if the house does clear for a little bit, it'll be during the Spurs game, so I won't be playing tomorrow. I'll play it. I'll do the daily. I will not be recording tomorrow. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can confirm that now, because I will be busy shitting myself all day. In case anyone doesn't know the scale of that game, Spurs probably play somewhere between like 50 and 60, maybe like yeah, 50 to 60 games a season. Chelsea away, which is what is tomorrow, was the one game out of every single game last season. Chelsea away was the one single game that I could not watch because I was too anxious. So in case anyone was wondering how I'm feeling about tomorrow's game, and bearing in mind it was when we played that game last year, Chelsea were 4th and we were like 9th. Going into it tomorrow, we'll be 2nd and they'll be 3rd. So it's even more important than when we played them last year. So just in case anyone wants to know the scale of that game. And then next week's the North London Derby. So we really do get a break. Nope. Hell. Okay, so I'm hesitant. I want to get into my topic, but I'm hesitant because like I don't know. Like if I just started talking about it 5 minutes ago, we would have been like well and truly on the road here. But I could die at any minute, and I'm worried as soon as I try and start talking about something, I'm gonna get hit by one gazing globe in, and the run's gonna end. So let's just not worry about that too much. We'll talk about everyone's Fridays. I know a few people in the gang had Friday Thanksgivings. I know Maria and Josh, yeah, I know Spink did. Okay. My Friday was pretty chill. I played some Genshin as per, because I can't remember the last time I didn't play Genshin. I didn't spend my night playing Genshin. It's actually been about 3 weeks straight. And it was nice last night. Shout out to Not So Livid. You may have heard of him. If you haven't, check the description. For coming through and saving my butt on a stupid commission that I couldn't do by myself. Because I've basically been getting bullied all week, so we usually play co-op. And admittedly, I've not really been overly into the solo stuff of Genshin for 2 or 3 weeks now. For the most part, I guess the motivation just isn't there. For the most part, I did reach a point where I would just go on for co-op. Like, I'd go on and then do my commissions, and then if someone, usually Spink, had joined before I'd done my commissions, and that's fine, and usually she had. If she hadn't, I'd just kind of like leave it open in case her or anyone else wanted to join. I say anyone else, not So Livid, NSL, my boy Jacob, basically, because I don't think our boy Paul would probably I don't think he'd join my world specifically without being prompted to. So Spink or NSL basically. I'd go on, I'd do my daily commissions, and then I'd just leave the game open in case anyone wanted to join, basically for like 2 weeks. This week, I was like, okay, I'm going to actually start doing some solo stuff because I've fallen so far behind everyone. I was already behind everyone, but I've fallen like so much further behind everyone. I want to try and like catch up, right? But what I wanted to do before doing any quests was level my characters up, because my characters are all like really low level and stuff. Well, not really low level actually, but pretty low level. And even though we play co-op together a lot, I don't tend to collect the Ascension materials when we play together. I just never really was bothered by it. I was playing co-op for the social aspects of it. I just like playing with my friends. Like the games are more just a vessel for that for me, more than anything. So I was never really bothered enough to pick up that many of the Ascension items from the bosses we were doing. So this week when I went, hey, I want to ascend my guys, I need like literally everything, right? I need every type of, I need like multiple of every boss. I need to beat every boss like 2 times. A couple of them I need to beat 3 times. I need like multiple domains. I need everything. And because the co-op gang haven't really been on this week, I don't think, unless we've just been like playing at different times. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, we usually play at most nights. But this week we played, I think, on Monday night, and then yeah, again last night. But I was on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was on for like a couple hours in the afternoon / evening, and then like a few hours in the night time. And we just never crossed paths all week, which was very sad. But what it did do was allow me some time. That's Book of Belial, right? Not Satanic Bible. What it did do was allow me some time to do some solo stuff. However, I'm very weak. I'm used to the co-op loop of, right, what do we need? Cryo? Let's go to Cryo. We go to Cryo, we kick its ass. What do we need next? Fire? We go to Fire, we kick its ass. The solo loop is one that I'm very unfamiliar with. Considering I've not been able to squad up for co-op this week because my usual co-op bebs haven't been playing. I've had to resort to doing it solo. I have not been getting the job done, let me say that much. My solo loop is, okay, what do I need? A little bit of everything. What am I trying? Let's do Fire. I go to Fire. I fail for an hour and a half straight. I go, okay, this isn't working. What day is it? It's Tuesday? Okay, I need the Tuesday domain. Let me try the Tuesday domain. I failed the Tuesday domain. Okay, Tuesday was when I was on Josh's stream for like 5 hours, so I only played for like an hour on Tuesday night. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't believe that stream. By the way, I didn't even realize until the next day when I saw how long the VOD was that we played for 5 fucking hours that night on stream. It was a great time. I had a great time with that. Wednesday was the night. Again, failed the boss for a while. Pivoted to a domain because I also have a Wednesday domain. I have a Tuesday domain that I need, and I have a Wednesday domain that I need, and I have a Thursday domain that I need. And let's just say I attempted all of them for at least an hour plus each. I wasn't able to beat a single one. I tried a boss every night this week, wasn't able to beat a single one. Last night, and I'm a fucking dumbass, by the way, I'm just realizing, last night was the first night this week I actually did all 4 of my commissions. I just realised I didn't claim the rewards. So basically, it's been a very unsuccessful night of Genshin this week. Yeah, says a lot. Like 3 weeks in a row of playing co-op basically every night. The 1 week my co-op friends aren't on and I have to play solo. I get nothing done all week. I feel like that probably says a lot, not just about my Genshin play, but maybe just about me as a human being. Do I rely on my friends too much? Potentially. Potentially. For happiness, definitely. No, that's not true. But also, they are like... I don't know, I said I wasn't going to get real today, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Needless to say, pretty much the one positive thing in my life right now is my friends. So I do very much enjoy playing with them. And also because it means I'm not going to get bullied every single day. But I'm motivated, I don't know, today maybe I'll just do some fucking quests, man. I did get to play last night, as I said, and it was a great old time. Not So Livid, scroll into the description, by the way. Check not so... What? You haven't heard of Not So Livid? Hey, well, have I got the link for you? Go in the description and click it and watch his videos, please. Because, you know, everyone watching these probably, I've said this before, if you're watching these, you're probably already part of the group. However, there was that one episode the other day that got a bunch of new viewers in it, for some reason. So, I don't know, maybe you're not part of the group, in which case, check out Not So Livid, my boy. Because he's a wonderful human being who deserves the world. And check out Josh as well, because he's also doing these videos. And who also is a wonderful human being who also deserves the world. I don't mean to say nice things about NSL and then just be like, oh, and Josh. Love that guy too. Love them both. Love them both. But I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, so we played. We got a bunch of meteorite stuff done, which was great. I maxed out my hero's wit. If anyone plays Genshin, I have like 170 something heroes wit now because I've all week been waiting to ascend any of my characters and I've not been able to ascend a single one. So I've just been gathering experience all week. And then right as we were about to log off, like as we were saying goodnight, Spink requested to join, and I was sad that I hadn't played with her all week, so I stayed up for like 2 more hours we kept playing. And is my body regretting it today? Dude, absolutely. I am fucking just destroyed. Last night, I was gonna go to bed earlier than usual to catch up on some sleep, and then I ended up only sleeping for 2 hours. So I'm fucking dead. But, you know what? Look. It was worth it. It was worth it. We had a good time. We had a good time. Got a lot of meteors done. Chilled a little bit. Do I feel like my eyeballs want to like hand in their notice? Yes. But I haven't had a good night's sleep in about 3 months. So, you know, you just adjust. We adjust, we adapt, we overcome. And we move on. And I'm also realizing, definitely could have just brought my topic up. Let's pivot. What can we talk about? What have I got on the mind today? What's everyone's thoughts on the afterlife? I feel like sort of a light topic for you. I think I feel like we've talked about... Have we talked about this before? I feel like this might have come up in Josh's chat before. Okay, let me ask this question then. So my thoughts on the afterlife... Oh man, I said I wasn't going to get real today. So there's a... See, I've mentioned it. I feel like now I need to commit to it. Okay, masking in for me. I thought just blocked like every shot to the front. I'm now learning it didn't. Hey, I need revenge on this nerd, by the way, for absolutely fucking toasting me on Monday. Although he's a champion, and I don't think this guy's gonna shoot his move that he was doing. So I'm not gonna get redemption in terms of that move at the very least. But that's fine. At least I'll get to toast his little baby little. I was gonna say baby butt, but I feel weird about that. People talk about baby butts, dude. People like baby butts are cute, and I'm like, I feel weird. Like, I mean, like I know that it's like, it's not like it's like like it's an innocent thing to say, but it's still like. So there's a little bit of luck. No, I'm definitely. Oh fucking hell, man. The amount of times I've seen guppy items and not taken them, and then I watch NSL and Josh play, and they're like, yeah, guppy item, and then they take it, and then I see like Jap in the Discord be like, oh yeah, I got easy run, I got guppy. Although he does tend to say that every run was an easy run, so I think he's just like good. I keep seeing all that stuff, and I don't take it. But like I can't, right? That's 3 hearts I'm losing, and that does absolutely zilch for me. And I'm tempted about Gimpy too, but like, man, I just can't part with the 3 hearts right now. They're too important to me. I'm gonna have to. They're just too important to me. They're keeping me going. They're keeping me going. I feel like if I look up there and see a few hearts, I feel good. I feel safe. I feel okay. I feel if I look up there. Like, it's the mental effect it's going to have. If I look up there, or the psychological effect. If I look up there and see only a heart and a half, I'm going to be so much more worried about dying. And that's not to say that I'm not, because I have died every run so far this week. So I'm still, like, conscious of it. But I'm going to feel, like, even more worried if I have only a heart and a half. Dude, these boys are jumping a lot. So I fucking, are you kidding? So I knew the shadow was there. I saw the shadow. I honestly just thought that I was not stood in the shadow. Is that depth perception? Maybe, I guess. That's a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but I genuinely, like, looking at it, I saw the first shadow, and then the first hand drop, and then the second shadow, and I processed that as safe. I thought that I just wasn't stood in it. Oh fuck, I didn't even know those guys could shoot. Why do I always have to learn these things via taking damage? Why can't I just, like, witness it and be like, oh, so I avoid that one. What? Like... So, there's have I talked about this? Fuck it. Okay, you know what? Have I talked? I'm sure I'm about to start talking, but I'm sure I've talked about this maybe in an Isaac episode. Have I talked about virtue before? Have I talked about virtue before in an Isaac episode? This is what I mean. I feel like I have. This is the direction I was going to take this in, but I feel like... So virtue, in a philosophical sense, is kind of like... moral excellence, moral values, you know, a person's individual virtue and their virtuous values are their moral values, their that they have within themselves, and their sort of their individual, like, I don't know, moral level, so to speak. And because of that, it's sort of virtue is kind of in a lot of cases it's seen as like a, and it depends on like the school of philosophy and stuff, but it's seen as kind of like a foundation for a person, a base for a person's like moral goodness or their goodness as a person, and you know what they bring to the world, what they bring to themselves, and society and life and the people around them. So virtue is a very important thing because it's the foundation of goodness and of being a good person. It's kind of like the simplest way to put it. It's kind of like, you know, it's pretty kind of plain way to put it, I guess. But that's kind of the way I see it. And Stoicism. I've mentioned Stoicism plenty of times before. I'm a Stoicism fanboy. A lot of Stoicism is built on, well, not a lot of Stoicism, but elements of Stoicism focus quite heavily on virtue and on being a virtuous person, living a virtuous life, etc., etc. And their views on the afterlife. Just need to die a little bit here because I can never focus on the enemies and dodge this thing at the same time. Are based around Buddhist views, which I'm not going to go into the religious aspect of it too much because I feel like I've never really talked about religion on the channel. I don't know if I'm ready to breach that one yet because I don't really talk about it to anyone. It's just one of those things that's always just been like, oh, it's in my head and I'm not worried about. You know, I don't really know many religious people, so I've never really worried about bringing it up. I think some people kind of have a bit of an idea roughly where I like that sort of thing. In the you know, I am a Christian, although I haven't been to church since like March. But there's a pandemic, you know. I'm not going to hold it against myself too much. Although maybe I could have made more of an effort to do something. Like I know Spink has been doing. She told me about her virtual church and stuff. And then they even had like a drive-in church, which is definitely not a thing that's happening here, but is really, especially since most churches here don't have like a car park or anything. You'd be hard pressed to find a church with a car park to even host something like that over here. So yeah, I know mine doesn't, but yeah, that's a cool idea. Anyway, so we don't need to go into the religious thing too much, but basically the Stoicism or the Stoic perception of the afterlife, and an idea not originally stated, I don't think, but perpetuated, I think, by Aurelius. I could be wrong on this one, and I'll be embarrassed if I am. But oh, you know what? I think I might be wrong. Was it Seneca? I don't remember. But the idea essentially, and like I said, this isn't their quote anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It's been an idea. It's a Buddhist teaching. It's been around for a long time. And I've said before that I like Buddhism. I kind of engage with it as if it was a philosophy, so to speak, which is a topic for another day. But it's something I've thought about making a video on, actually. But I have another one in the works right now, so it probably won't be for a while. Okay, thank you, Masculine, for me. And what they say, and again, if I've said this on camera before, I apologise because I feel like I have. But if I haven't, I want to keep the bit going regardless. Well, the Stoic belief is that you should essentially kind of live your life around virtue, basically, around being a good person. Which is why, as I said, this particular belief is a Buddhist teaching, because obviously such a key element of Buddhism is about being a good person, being a good person for your own sake, and living, as the millennials would say, living your best life, getting the most out of life. In terms of like health and in terms of happiness is very important in Buddhism. In terms of avoiding dukkha, which is like discomfort, which is like, you know, negativity in life, but also in terms of what you put out into the world, making the world a better place for other people, helping other people at every opportunity, and kind of trying to make your difference in the world, and have a positive impact on the world and the people around you. Very, very key elements in Buddhism, and you know, when I say about engaging with it almost like it's a philosophy, it's obviously a big part I've talked about before. Is kind of how I want to be as a person. I've always wanted to kind of be someone who has a positive impact on people's lives in like every capacity, in terms of, you know, looking at career-wise, doing a job that is like wanting to, you know, going into therapy that can literally like save people's lives, all the way down to just being like, you know, I just want to like make people's days a little bit brighter sometimes, and, you know, see how people are doing, and have a little nice little chat and with some people, and just, I don't know, maybe I can help some people be happy. Like all, whatever the scale of it or the level of it, it's something that I want to, you know, I want to be a positive impact on kind of the world, and the people I kind of come into contact with, and even some people I don't come into contact with. So obviously my friends and my family, but just kind of as many people as kind of I kind of become presented with in my life. Oh, I forgot that's what this. I don't like this item, actually. I didn't know what this was, but now that I've picked it up, I remember, and I don't like it. Okay, this is gonna be fun. But essentially, the Stoic teaching, bearing in mind that, kind of their importance, and bearing in mind there's a Buddhist teaching as well, and their importance on virtue. What they kind of go with is rosary bead. Not sure what that does, to be honest. We'll take it. We'll hold on to it for a bit. Okay, just get out of here. Can I get my invincibility, please? Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hand it to it. It very much helps on that room. Basically, what it comes down to is you should always live a life of virtue. RE, the afterlife, because if you live a virtuous life and there is an afterlife, you will be rewarded thusly. You'll be rewarded justly. If there is a being that decides that, if there is an almighty overruling being and they are unjust. Okay, let me try again. Let me go this again. If there is an afterlife and there is a god and they are just, you will be rewarded justly. If there is some sort of god or some sort of all-powerful being and they are not just, then you don't want to worship them or have their approval anyway. If there is no god, if there is no afterlife, then you should still live a life of virtue, because then you've still lived a life of virtue. And that can only be a good thing. So essentially they kind of build it around, like, they don't know. They're like, we don't know. And a lot of Stoicism is about that. It's a very realistic school of thought, in my opinion. And a lot of it's built around those sorts of ideas of just kind of being like, we know what we know, and we can figure out what we can figure out, and some stuff we can't figure out. We can't figure out. It is what it is. So that's why they essentially go, okay, live a life of virtue, and then, okay, push that guy around. I don't even know how I did that in particular, but that's fine. I guess he doesn't do contact damage, maybe. I know some enemies don't do contact damage, but I can never remember which ones, so I would never risk it. Yeah, so you should just live virtuously, live a life of virtue, because if there's a god and they are just, you will be rewarded for it. If there is a god and they are unjust, then you don't want whatever their reward or their approval may be. If there is no god, then you've still lived a virtuous life, and you've still, as a result, lived a good life on yourself, but you've also had a positive impact on the world and had an impact on other people's lives, which can only be a good thing. And I feel like I kind of fall into that camp of being like, I feel like that's something that's important to me. As I said, you guys know how I feel about what I want to do with my existence and day to day as a person, and also with my life. So obviously that's something that I'm aiming to do for sure. Sorry, this guy's just spawning a lot of these bomb guys. And I like that approach because as someone who's sort of like forever torn between... Okay. As someone who's eternally torn, who was kind of like not brought up religious. My parents aren't religious, but then my grandma is, and then like, you know. But I am a Christian. I was christened and all that sort of stuff. So someone who's sort of grown up. Fuck me, I forgot that it does the chest. Okay, we'll take 100 points off that. We'll take 100 points off that. It paid for itself in the end. Eternally torn between like the religious aspects of things and you know, not having proof for things, but then like still kind of wanting to have some faith, or like personal. I don't know, personal reasons of just like feeling better about life and about my existence on this planet. And Lord knows, especially this year, we all need whatever we can take to make us feel better about existing on this planet. And, you know, in terms of like purpose and all that sort of thing, like some of that stuff feels nice to have. But then it's like there's always this kind of it's always kind of, you know, I spent a lot of my life sort of stuck between multiple schools of thoughts, and then there's like, you know. Being into philosophy, and I'm into Stoicism so much specifically because it's such like a realistic and like point blank view of life, right? Which is why I feel like I can get so much from it, and most people who are into it get so much from it, because it's so like, it just is what it is. It exists to give you, it exists to just help people like understand life, I guess, and the best way to... No, okay, no, this is making it... I'm definitely not... my thoughts aren't together right now. Yes, please. I know I could get her to stomp on it probably, but I'd rather just like take it right now instead of risk it and then lose another heart being stood on, because I am very slow. I need to use this bomb, by the way. I don't want to use it because I don't know how it works, but I bought it because... I mean, let's be honest, I wasn't using the poop anyway. But I bought it because I wanted to use it. But it's just a big... Oh, doesn't it just like... Oh, shit. Okay, isn't this the one that... So I was thinking I didn't want to use it because I didn't want to place it and then miss. But isn't this the one you just press spacebar and it just like kills every enemy on like 90% of the floor or something? Okay, clutch from Mask of Infamy there. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, I knew that I'd had this before, and I knew that it was a good item. I could not remember what it did. But this is the one you just press spacebar and then everything dies, right? In which case, okay, we need to stop getting hit. I might just use it on like the next floor, because with 2 hearts, I don't see myself getting through the next floor. And it'd be nice to at least make it to wound 2 once this week. Like, oh my god. I'm not going to beat Mom's heart, but like, it'd be nice. Okay, just want to get out of this live. Okay. Interesting that that's available. Does that mean there was like a shovel somewhere? Or does it not matter? I don't know. Right, let's just go into the next block because it's been going on forever. And that's why I like Stoicism so much, because as someone who has been, you know, a little bit duality there, a little bit stuck, a little bit up and down between various beliefs in my life, and kind of unsure where I stand on certain things. What's great about Stoicism and that particular belief, and Buddhism as well, again, this is a Buddhist teaching, is that it doesn't like try to answer that question. Like if you're like unsure about something like that, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't, there's no effort to answer the question or to force an answer or to force an understanding. They just go, maybe there is one, maybe there isn't one. here's what we think you should do. Just be good. Forehead. Just be a good person. Hold good moral values. Have a positive, you know, impact on the world. And if there is one, great. If there isn't one, great. So and that's why I said I was going to use it on this floor, and now I'm not using it on this floor. Ah, fuck it, dude. Are you kidding? It doesn't work on these guys? Why am I getting so many of these stupid enemies that it's not, like, actually killing? How long does this thing last? Is it... I don't want to, like, waste time on these guys and then find out it doesn't last. Or does it just do it once in every room? Maybe I should be clearing the rooms properly? Every room's going to give me something that it's not going to insta-kill on. I like the stoicism doesn't, like, try and... Okay, I'm just going to have to do this room normally, I guess. Yeah, I feel like I messed that up. I feel like I did something wrong there. It doesn't try and tell you what the answer is. It just tries to tell you an approach you can take and how to deal with the topic itself, but also how to deal with not knowing how to deal with the topic, which I think is great. In terms of my ideal afterlife, I don't know. I've always kind of wondered if I want one, because I know we've had this is a conversation we have had, is the living forever conversation, and I know that I'm firmly in the absolutely not camp. I would take more life. I would take more life in a heartbeat. It's a good mixtape. Heyo. It's good. It has do not disturb on it. Styling though. Dissing but got pictures with me smiling though. I would take more life for sure. Life's definitely too short. I would take more. I would take more time to see the world, more time to you know, accomplish things, more time to spend with my family, more time to spend making memories with my friends and all that. Yeah, I would take all that in a heartbeat. Would I take forever? And usually when we have this discussion, it's assumed that, like, you're living forever. Everyone else isn't living forever. You're living forever. Okay, it doesn't insta-kill the boss. Interesting. Interesting. Now, if my entire family and all my friends were living forever, maybe it'd be a different story. However, it tends to be that, yeah, you live forever, your family friends do not. Can I go through losing my every family member and every friend I've ever had? Dude, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Can I go through that multiple times, making new friends and always having to lose them over and over and over again? Dude, there's the second guppy item. There's the second guppy item. Can't wait to see all your guppy runs later today. Also, what? I've never even seen this before. You know what that looks like? That right item on the right? That's what shows up when you guys do the pleading emoji in anything other than Facebook Messenger. I discovered yesterday, actually, Facebook Messenger has its own emote picker, which has pleading in it. So when I've mentioned to you guys I don't have pleading on my phone, I can use it in Facebook Messenger. And I can't use it anywhere else because it's not on my phone itself, but it's in Facebook Messenger, so I can use it on there. But anywhere else, if any of you guys put it in like a Twitter DM or like Twitch chat, you use the pleading emoji. It looks like this. It looks like this like gradient circle. And yeah, but I'm not going into that topic now because we've done that one plenty of times before. Unless people want me to, and I can go and give like actual detailed thoughts on that one. But yeah, but this is why I'm torn on like what type of afterlife I'd want, because I've said if I was alive, I wouldn't want to live forever. So that's like, okay, well in that sense, would I want to like have an eternal afterlife? You'd think by default probably not then, right? But then that's the thing. I'm like, well, I don't know, because it would obviously depend what the afterlife is. Obviously, there's there's things like reincarnation, which could be interesting. I guess I'd take reincarnation. I mean, it's not like I'd know about my previous life. I don't think I'd say no to reincarnation. If the option was like hey, nothing, just cease to exist, or come back as some other random person, I'd probably take another life. And it makes you sad to think about now, because the idea of being someone else and like not having any of these memories that I have and not having any of, you know, my family or any of my friends, it's a sad thing to think about. But like in the situation, it's not like you know that, right? But also it wouldn't be like you'd know even if you took the nothing option of just dying. So, you know, maybe I don't know. I'd probably take a reincarnation if it was just like a random thing. Would I take a reincarnation if it was based on virtue? If I was a bad person, I'd get some bit shit. If I was a good person, I'd get a good life. Would I roll it if I could see what I'd get? Definitely, depending on what I got. If it was random, come back to me like whenever I die. Give me a chance. If I died tomorrow and they were like, hey, you can be reincarnated, but it's based on how good of a life you lived, it determines how good of the next life you have is. Do you take it YRN? Right now, probably not. Let's be real, probably not. I've not really done anything of note with my life. I don't feel like I've made any sort of positive impact on anyone's life yet, for the most part. So I'm probably not taking that reincarnation right now. If I die at like 50 and I've not been a lazy piece of shit my entire life, and I've been able to get into the career I want to go to, maybe I go to therapy, or right now I'm torn between therapy or teaching. If I'm able to get into either of those and kind of contribute something to the world a little bit, maybe actually start making, you know, start doing something, start making a difference in some people's lives, and I feel like I've done well enough with it, then you know what, I'll probably, okay. I'm not gonna lie, that was a weird little moment. Those are some good dodges. That wasn't me at all. I like, my eyes, I saw that I needed to dodge, my eyes glazed over, and I just went. And then of course got hit immediately, like as I was talking about how good my dodging was. So that's just kind of how that goes. So I just want to say, we've done the boss on this floor already. If I die on full clear and lose like 3,000 points because I died trying to full clear, I'm going to be furious. So just be prepared for that. It won't be as bad as yesterday, because I'm genuinely like, I don't have the energy to do whatever the hell happened yesterday when I died. I'm too tired to rant. So don't worry, I won't, it won't be that bad. But I will be, internally I'll be screaming. Alright. We'll keep going, I may as well, just because I've got the bomb. But in terms of living an afterlife, I'm like, man, what, you want the good place, right? And then that's kind of just like, that's kind of just it. Thank God he died on one hit. This was a scary room. But like the real good place. I don't mean like the messing around. And bearing in mind I'm only like halfway through, so I don't know how it ends. But the real, like, the good place as it's presented initially, that's just life. You just live in like your ideal house. You have your soulmate. I love that idea. You and your soulmate and your perfect house, and you can just ask Janet for whatever you want all the time. Eternity's a very long time. You can get sick of anything. Okay. This is what I was worried about. You can get sick of anything after long enough time, right? You have phases. Your favorite artist, you know, you can listen to them all the time. Even if they're your favorite for like your whole life, you still have phases up and down for the most part. You're not listening to them all day, every day. Eternity, like, let's just grasp how fucking long that is. That's forever. Like, it could not possibly be longer. You cannot, like, fathom, or at least I can't, and I can't fathom a lot of things, to be fair. So maybe this isn't much to go off. That's forever. There's no end to it. Millions and 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 just recurring of years. You can get bored of anything. So like, There we go, I did get like 3,000 points there, so I'm very glad I didn't die. Ooh, interesting. I think I'll keep going. I was gonna say I could just like risk it, go straight to the heart, and then if I beat it, go straight down and just get above 20k nice and easy. But I think my best bet is to just try and do as much of the floor as possible. And I'm on my usual bit of being on a later floor and having low health and just being like, let's just do as much as we can. Let me just kill this guy. I need to take a drink because my throat's going a little bit. Okay. If I have one, I know I have one. I still have a bottle. Here it is. But yeah, but the way it is in the good life, that's probably how you want it, right? I mean, like, I can't think of. I guess my one thing with the good life that I wouldn't that I'd maybe change is I'd want my family and friends there with me, most likely. That'd probably be my thing, is because obviously you go there and you don't have any family and friends, and you're kind of forced into making the people also in your neighborhood to be your friends now, which is something I hadn't really thought about. Not only the fact that you lose your family and friends, but also the fact that it's kind of like, hey, these random people are your only friends now, which is, I never really thought about that. So I'd probably want my family and friends there, but then that raises the interesting question of, well, do I get them specifically, or do I get a version of them? Because, first of all, what if I die first? And they aren't dead yet, could they be there with me? Like, if I want them there and it's my ideal afterlife, in theory they should be there regardless, but if they're not dead yet, and it's the actual them, will they be there yet? And then secondly, like, if I want them, would they want me in their afterlife? You know what I mean? Like, because you can't, if it was actually them, what if that wasn't, what if they were asked, and I'm not saying that anyone would deliberately be like, oh no, don't put Reese in my afterlife. That's not what I'm trying to imply here. I'm also not trying to suggest that no one would say that. However, I just mean in terms of, like, what if you know, in someone else's, if I'm building my ideal afterlife here, what if in someone else's ideal afterlife they don't say that they want their friends? So I guess the alternative, dude, I don't know why I got those 2 black hearts, but they are the most clutch. Those are incredible. That was incredible. I don't know where either of those came from. Maybe, I think one of them was just an enemy drops it, maybe. But just know, whenever we get hit now, so now, the run would have just ended right now. So just know that we're living, the run goes on longer because of those 2 black hearts. Okay. Just hoping for a balls of steel personally, but we'll take black poop on the floor. So basically, the 2 black hearts got us 2 extra rooms, is what it's come down to. So I guess it'd be like, I guess a version of my friends, but that I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Yeah, okay. I'd basically just say I want my friends there, figure it out, Ted. So I guess yeah, that would be my difference. But yeah, the idea of just living in like a neighborhood that's ideal to me, a house that's ideal to me, having my soulmate. I don't know if I have one of those. I don't want to be dramatic, but I just feel like I'm the sort of person that is going to be kind of a solo individual in my life. I feel, I don't know, maybe. I mean, I've been in a relationship before. I've been in like a long-term relationship before, but I just kind of get the vibe with myself. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be like the cool single uncle when my brother and sisters are married and have kids. I'll be like the cool single uncle because I don't know, I just get that kind of feeling. But still, if there is one, dude, bro, give me right now, please. Not right now because I'm not dead yet and I don't want to die right now. But if I die and I'm in the good place, I'll take it. So I'd probably take the good place, but just include I want my family there as well. Living somewhere that I could visit them, and I want my friends there as well. Dude, all my friends, obviously my IRL friends, but I want you guys there as well. So that would be an upgrade. That would be probably one of the biggest upgrades. Dude, Janet, a robot that you can summon at any time to tell you anything, give you any single item, food, drink that you want on the planet at any second of the day. That's pretty good. Being in the good place and having physical, real life access to my American friends. That's the big that would be the upgrade. That would put it over the mark to be like, okay, I'm convinced. Put me in the good place. I want it. That said, given the standards the good place sets to get in, I probably wouldn't get in. But if we're talking my ideal afterlife, gimme, dude, gimme. I'm gonna end this one because it's finished. The funny thing is that wasn't a very good run, but by this week's standards, I basically just went to the fucking moon. Like. We'll take that. Thank you guys for watching. Man, I was going to record a Yeti in this video today, but it's 3:30 and the sun's already going down, and I need a shower, and by the time I'm out of the shower, it will be down. So guess not. Guess I'm just gonna do some. Guess I'm just gonna go do some editing. Maybe watch some football, but also I don't think there's any good games. I think City are playing now, and then I think anything after that's like I don't think I was bothered about any of the games after that. What was after that? I know Liverpool played earlier, but I think there's a bit of a. I think the good games are us and Chelsea tomorrow, and then Arsenal and Wolves after us. Everton, Leeds, that could be interesting. West Brom, Sheffield. Look, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bit of a long one, but I don't mind it too much if I feel like I've actually talked about something. And I feel like okay, maybe the first 20 minutes I said nothing, which is a shame because I can never just jump into a topic because I say nothing for 20 minutes and everyone. You know, I don't give anyone any reason to stay, but I feel like eventually we got to something. We got to some meat there. So thanks for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope you all have great runs today. Even though, like, I always do these before anyone else has done their run and don't upload them until, like, everyone else has already done them. Because I'm lazy. That said, I hope you guys have great runs. I hope you guys have great Saturdays and Sundays. Because I won't be able to record tomorrow, as I said. So there won't be a video tomorrow. But I hope you all have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you all on Monday. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Later, guys. Bonk.